the way it's worked always since Breaking Bad with Vince is, for me, I'm eager to learn absolutely as much as I can before I write a single note. And that comes down to our incredibly lengthy and exhausting spotting sessions, which I'm sure we discussed last time, and me just really, really asking lots of questions, so that when I sit down, I already have a sense of where I need to be and what I need to do. Doesn't mean I always successfully get there on the first try, but typically. It's been pretty rare, especially as these shows went along and our tone has been developed and our ideas have been developed. It's pretty rare that I'm totally rewriting something. A lot of our discussions then come down to, okay, and because we don't use temp music, right? By the way, sometimes this is, I mean, all the time, this is the first time our team is hearing a lot of these scenes with music. And sometimes just that engages a whole new conversation, right? Like, wow, I never imagined this scene having music, or I never imagined what music would do in this moment. And now knowing that, hey, let's try this or that. There's definitely some of that. A lot of talk about where things start and end, right? Which is so crucial, and particularly in a show that doesn't have a lot of music. Your audience is going to notice it when it appears, and just the difference in a few frames can make a huge difference in how it's received or how it's implied what the music is doing. So those are a lot of kind of questions that we talk about. There have been exceptions, obviously, in the beginning. All these big change moments, like episode 610, I presented all kinds of different options there, including a big orchestra option. And just because
really,
because we really wanted to see what it all did. While I loved the big orchestra option, it was too big for the show. It just didn't make sense, and particularly because we were so ingrained in trying to make him, both Gene, as he's called then, and Kim be very isolated, right, and on their own. It needed to be smaller and more intimate, and that's why we ended up with the smaller woodwind ensemble ultimately.